Good morning, good morning, good morning. And welcome to the Funkable Operator Podcast, episode 52. This is Jay Funkadelic speaking. How y'all doing today? Y'all feeling all right? Y'all feeling the good parts of the situation going on with the life of hip-hop music? Well, first of all, I like to dedicate everybody to my own self. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just got to get over with everybody in the hood, in the place, and in the house or whatnot. So I figured that people are going to be out of their minds, talking crazy, losing their head, seeing what they see, have fun in their life, never losing their mind for nothing. Jay Funkadelic is a rapper, not a dope fiend, not nobody else you see in the street. People are going to be very sarcastic no matter how you talk to people. Thinking about, I like Dunkin' Donuts, eating the donuts, drinking the coffee, and playing loose change. You see what I'm talking about. No gimmicks, no feedbacks, no nothing. We always have life to deal with, from listening to a lot of good music, like listening to Elvis Presley and listening to Howard Stern or whatnot. Well, he was on the satellite radio. But I believe that people are just going to be having a lot of fun in their lives, doing what they want to do, and going out for dinner and winding down with their girlfriend and making sure everything is okay with themselves. No gimmicks, no ifs and buts or maybes about how you recommended what you see and how you do things for the record straight. You know what I'm talking about? People are going to be out of their minds, talking about what I really recommended, what I really see in life. You know, a lot of people can't even comprehend whatnot. You know the vibes, you know the flavor. You know what I mean about seeing people and not really giving a damn about how life would ever be, and thinking that you want to be the shiznit and thinking you want to make hits, thinking you're the prophet of your own self, not being a fit of rage, but people are going to not respect you. People will be dissing you. People are going to hate. They don't like my music. I don't give a damn how people be thinking about how you want to represent that stuff. You're really thinking that I'm being so sarcastic, but I'm never sarcastic from the time being who I am today. What do y'all think about Mobb Deep's new album? Are y'all feeling it? Are y'all thinking about, you think Nas is going to drop another LP with DJ Premier? Do you think a lot of people are going to be very tight with themselves and thinking that people are going to be on, on their butts and really thinking that I think what I'm thinking? The breath be kicking when you smoke too much cigars and burn toxic, like the way I do. The girl that I had last night, she was very entertaining. Shout out to my homegirl, Anna. She don't got no social media no more, but I don't really give a damn about that. You know what I'm saying? She was very entertaining, the lady. But I know for a fact the woman was very right for me. And she respected me like a real king. Overall, I understand how people feel about what they choose or what they do, and how really when hip hop gets recommended, that is really dope music that I represent old school to the fullest. Shall be thinking about people are going to be on my butt all the time, really not even thinking that how you really want to do your own thing and making sure everything is a propaganda for you to spit some bars. You know what I'm talking about. This is my Funkable Operator Podcast, episode 52 of the Funkable Operator. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going to be, not really sarcastic, but, psychotic, or, deaf in the head when they can't hear properly, and you got to repeat yourself 10,000 times to understand what the hell that they saying. You got to really put that situation in a lot of motions about yourself. You know, people are going to respect other people thinking that this is the podcast, the things that I talk about, the things that I really recommended for the record straight. you know, most of all, I've been being busy. I've been working. I'm not on no more trial their medications because I took that back in the day, and what I recommended, how I feel about taking trial their medications, got me very sick in my life. There's a lot of things that I really want to do to making sure that I stay uncut pure. The life that I really chose is being a rapper, being a worker, being a studio fanatic, rapping on the beat. You know what I'm saying? It was a good thing to make sure that I'm okay with it. Jay Funkadelic is the Funkable operator. As always, as I may say, I am the Funkable operator because I did the Funkless Forever album. I hope y'all enjoying the Funkless Forever album because I did a track called Funkable Operator Kills It on the outro. And it was so dope that people are going to be feeling the beat to it, I try to make it hot for the albums that I've been recording for my own self, thinking that people are not going to be understanding my music, even though if they're not even feeling it. I don't know what's wrong with these people, but we all got we got all the good taste in music. People are not going to really feel your stuff. A lot of people are going to be hating. A lot of people will be perpetrating, and people can't be cooperating because I got rhymes to be dominating for the fact that I kill the stuff because your looks gotta be rough and rugged. You know what I'm saying? Because all these MCs out there don't know how to spit a dope lyric in their own life and thinking that they're uncut pure for themselves to spit lyrics like they buy themselves a whip and they want to have all this money and know where it's taken, even if it's stolen. Like the mumble rap keeps going on and on for the years to come, and we're not even feeling it. Me, myself, are not feeling the underground music. The underground and the old school is where it's at for the hip hop that I love listening to from years to come. The Funkable operator knows what he's recommended to do on this podcast, and I really recommended how I really want to represent myself to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? People are going to be very spiteful in this world. You can't trust anybody. You can't even trust yourself. You can't even trust yourself. I need Barbara to be on my live. We can talk about a lot of good things about the situation with me and everybody else in this piece. The Funkable operator. This is my podcast show. Welcome to it. Hope y'all enjoy my podcasts because I like to talk about positive things, not no negative stuff. That I did something bad and then I punched people in the face and thinking that I wasn't really out of my mind saying what I'm saying to my own self and doing all this crazy stuff and making sure people don't really give a damn about how I feel. And, people are going to hate. People are not going to like you. People are going to disrespect you. People are nice. People are not nice in this world. And you can't respect anybody. So people are going to be out of their minds talking crazy and thinking that people are going to be on your butt talking all that smack and really thinking that you're not legit to what you're saying. People are going to be crying. People are going to be depressed. People are going to go through anxiety attacks. You know what I'm saying? We live in a crazy world. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has a gun. Nobody's going to shoot anybody for whatever. And I'm talking about this fact because people are going to be themselves and worry about not other people, but they worry about themselves because people believe in themselves. They always want to make sure that people do their job. People make a salary and people just got to understand that, they walk in their own shadow and, there's a lot of suckers that can't even deal with the environment. A lot of people get arrested. A lot of people get shot and killed. They go to life for first-degree murder, and the situation goes on and on and on to the break of dawn. You know what I'm saying? This is, in my opinion, what I recommended from seeing I am the Funkable operator. Jay Funkadelic is not an effed up perpetrator. We all know this to a fact that you want to spit your bars and keep yourself real to the game and make sure you write your rhymes on a pad and paper and say what you say. Rest in peace, shout out to Hulk Hogan. Rest in peace, shout out to the Iron Sheik, Mean Gene, Andre the Giant, Yokozuna, and etc. And rest in peace, shout out to Owen Hart. You know what I'm saying? Because how many of y'all like wrestling? How many of y'all think people get hurt from getting injured when people want to body slam somebody? And, people are not going to really feel the vibe for your situation that you want to overcome on wrestling, and then you want to wrestle for a lot of years, and suddenly you want to retire from wrestling, thinking you're not really behaving or doing what you say or really whatnot from your time being a wrestler, and get hit with chairs, get hit with steel steps, and get bashed in the head and body slam you, and people count 1, 2, 3, and you be the champion. Shout out to my boy Triple H. Shout out to Vince McMahon. Shout out to Stephanie McMahon. You know what I'm saying? Because I never met them people yet in my own life. I wish I would have met them, but they were hard to meet. A lot of people are really hard to meet in life. And you couldn't even be around people that's going to be very sarcastic what you do, and making sure you get everything done the right way and make it a propaganda how you want to spit some bars for your own agenda to remember. You know what I'm saying? You got that fever to do what you need to do. I'm not even saying you're not even a perfect person, but nobody's perfect. The only person that was perfect was the world and God. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in Jesus. I believe in the Bibles. I'm believing all these religious situations that I'm going through with my own life. And all these people that don't treat me like a punk, you know what I'm saying? They're good people. But you shouldn't treat Jay Funkadelic like a punk, because he is the Funkle operator reigning the dominant rap on the MIC. I rap about facts in life, about everything that surrounds me in the whole world. You know what I'm saying? We live in a messed up situation in life. Don't get it messed up from the time you seeing somebody and thinking that you're not even being legit for yourself. The only way I can get out of the dirt is when I get a job, have a better living. Because, I've been a degenerate gambler and playing scratch offs for a long time and thinking that people are not really respecting themselves when they play lottery, and all of a sudden they lose their money and they go crazy and they want to act like a fool. A lot of people ain't going to respect that for that type of reason. And people are not going to be themselves when they lose money and getting away with it and thinking that people are going to be out of their mind talking crazy still. And they want to keep talking crazy to like people yes themselves to death to play lottery to get money, to panhandle or whatnot from the situation that goes on in life. And people are not going to be respected. No one, as I may say, that I am a true legend in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to be in the rap game to say anything or whatnot. So people are not going to respect your life. People are not going to respect yourself, because people are going to drive you nuts. People are going to act insane. And most people ain't going to be bothering you or saying what they say in life. Then people are going to make a butt out of you and make sure that you don't get credit, or some people are going to be out of their minds talking off the head and say what they say, but that's not you and that's not me. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are going to be, going through problems and seeing what they're seeing in life and don't really give a damn how the way you act, how the way you feel, how the way you treat other with a lot of respect. But don't get it messed up. The J Funkadelic Funkle Operator podcast, episode 52 is right now. Right now, this morning, I come original and fully equipped with spit with a full clip, because you ain't got no time for this bullshit, isn't it? You know what I'm talking about? This is real. The clues of what I spit is when I write my rhymes very nice and neat on the paper and spit vocals in the booth and try to say what I say and write about reality, what's going on in the world, about people hating on Donald Trump, and they want to abuse him. And there's a lot of people that like Trump and dislike Trump. But Trump is a good president. He ain't got nothing to do with COVID-19. Don't y'all know he ain't got nothing to do with the coronavirus? The coronavirus came from China. We all know it came from China back 5 years ago in 2020. How many of y'all remember the coronavirus? And people talking about COVID-19, and people don't respect that. People always want to harass you to wear a mask. People get very sarcastic. People be acting wicked from their time being, and people don't respect the Bible. Some people don't respect Jesus. You know what I'm saying? People don't respect life the way it is nowadays, because there's a lot of gunning roaming around, people getting shot, people getting stabbed, people getting murdered. For what type of reason? They're the ones the victims that get locked up when the time I got assaulted by the bus stop. So the only ways that you walk in your own shadow, that you walk in the dark and you be afraid of your own shadow, and you get scared, and when the bus comes, the light comes on, you still be afraid of your shadow. But that's not making no sense when I'm saying that. But it could be true, it could be false. You know what I'm saying? From the fact of the opinion, that I really recommended that, you know, playing the cards, gambling the money, playing horses, skitty yapping to the horses, or what's saying what you say about the lifestyle that I really recommended from being who I am. I am Jay Funkadelic, the Funkable Operator Podcast, episode 52, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.